This is a complete guide for beginners, FL Studio. I'm going to show you the most common things or the most common features that you have to know before you can actually make your first beat. Let's do this right after the intro. Yo, the name is Gossa once again, and still the solution career, providing solutions to your problems. Hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. Turn on the notification bell, like the video, leave a comment and subscribe. Alright guys, we are in FL Studio now, and I want you to put this thing into your mind. You don't have to know everything here before you can actually start making your beat. I've been making beats over the past 10 years, but I am not using every icon here, alright? But in today's video, I'm going to show you the must know, the most common feature that you have to familiarize yourself with if you want to start making beats with FL Studio, alright? So the first thing that you have to put in your mind is how you can actually start a new project. So if you go to File, you can go to New. This comes with basic 808 with limiter, or you can also go to New from a template, alright? As you can see, it gives you a template that you can actually follow if you want to do EDM, hip-hop, trap, alright, jazz, anything that you want. You can actually click from here. So let's choose hip-hop and see. It will give you everything that you need to get if you are creating hip-hop or trap. This is a template, alright? This is a template, so you can actually see from the channel rack. Now let's go back again and go to New, and this time if you want to create everything from scratch by yourself, all you have to do is to hit on empty. We are not going to save the first one now, guys. So this is an empty project. Alright, so you can actually choose a template or start from scratch like this. So this is what it will look like, and the first thing I want you to know is this browser section. Alright, so this will show all your sample case or sample pack that you have installed or FL Studio is giving to you as a default. Alright, so when you download FL Studio for the very first time, you will see some default drums samples. Alright, so FL Studio will give you some default sample case, and you can actually use this to make your beat. Alright, super simple. Percussions. Alright, now that you know the browse section, how can you actually add your own sample case? If you have a sample case downloaded onto your computer, this is what you can actually do so that that sample case will be located on your browser so that you can use them. Let me show you examples. You can see this is my workflow. This is workflow pack from me. These are all my sample case. Alright, my shakers, my drums. You can download this free sample case from the link in the description box, and also download this free shaker loops from the description box. The link will be in the description box, so just download it. If you have a sample case and you wanna bring that into FL Studio, what you have to do is to click on options, then go to file settings. Alright, then over here click on any of these folders here. Alright, so you click on here. Next, you have to locate that sample case that you have downloaded. Alright, so let's say I have a sample case. Let me open one of my sample case, and maybe I want to bring this sample case into my FL Studio. All I have to do is to click on this, then click select folder, and you can actually see that now it is here. Alright, next you have to click it. Next you have to close it. So now when you click on this section, you can actually see xylophone sample case has been added, and we can actually browse through any of these samples. Alright, so this is how you can actually add more sample case into your FL Studio. Now guys, let me show you how you can also change the background. If you don't want this background, go to view, then go to background, then go to set image wallpaper. When you click here, you can actually choose any picture that you want. Let's go for something cool. Assuming I want to use this image to be my background, all I have to do is to click on this, and you can actually see that it has changed. But always make sure the image will fit to your background. Alright, so let's change this and look for another image. Maybe I want to bring this auto tune. Boom, you can see I have changed the background. So this is how you can actually change the background of your FL Studio. Now guys, let's come to how to save any project. All you have to do is to go to file, then go to save, then type the project name. Okay, so trap beat. Alright, then you hit on save, and this will save your project. Now that you know this, let's come to this section. So the next thing you have to put in your mind is the tempo. Alright, your beat tempo. For you to set your tempo, you can actually right click and choose any of these presets. Alright, if you change this to 120 BPM, you can actually just left click and drag it up or bring it down to set any tempo that you want, as you can see. Then you can also click on tap and you can actually set your tempo, so depending on the beat that you want to make. Alright, set your tempo to suit the beat that you want to make. Next is the channel rack. The channel rack is where we arrange the sample or the drums that we want to play. Alright, so when you come to the browser, we can actually pick any. All you have to do is to drag it and insert that onto the channel rack. Let's go for snare. Alright, something like this. Then you can also click, then just drag it onto the channel rack. Super simple. And the channel rack, all you have to do is to arrange your drums. Alright, then let's fill this one 2 steps. If you want to know how to make full beat, then you can watch my previous video. This is complete beginner's guide to FL Studio. Alright, this is super simple. And on the channel rack, you can actually switch it to see the velocity of the individual knobs. When we click on the cakes, it will show us the graphics of the cakes. We can also change it to the release velocity, the fine pitch, the panning, the mode, anything that you want to know. But for complete beginners, we will not dive deep into this. Alright, and you can also change it to this mode. Alright, super simple. Now listen to this, and I'm gonna tell you much. Next thing that you can actually do on the channel rack is the volume. You can increase the volume of the particular case that you are playing. Alright, so when we drag this thing all the way down, let me solo it. If you want to solo, all you have to do is to right click and click on solo, and this will only play the notes here. Alright, so you can adjust the volume knob here. Listen as I'm exaggerating the volume knob. You can hear that now you are not hearing it. Let's use the hi-hat instead, solo. Alright, super simple. And you can also play with this panning knob. You can pan the note to the left side of your monitors or headset. So let's exaggerate things. When I bring it here, watch here, when you watch here, you can see the panning percentage from here. So whilst I'm pushing this, I want you to watch here. Now if you are using good headsets, you can actually tell where the sound is now concentrated. Alright, simple like this. Okay, so we can pan this. Alright, now guys, this is what I will tell you about the channel rack for now. Alright, you can do more things. You can just select this one and go to this channel option, then move this one selected all the way down, and you can see that they have changed the location. Now the snare is up. Alright, let's bring it down, and now you can see the kick is now here. You can actually send it up again. Super simple. Now guys, on the channel rack, you can actually right click and it will take you to the piano roll of that individual note that you are playing. Alright, so this is the kick, and you can actually add more notes depending on the vibe that you want. This will allow you to play any note that you want, but we will go deep when we come to the piano roll option. You feel that? Super simple. So this is what I want you to know about the channel rack if you're a beginner. Moving on to the next thing that you have to familiarize yourself with is the playlist. Okay, so when you click here, it will take you to the playlist, and the playlist is where we arrange the skeleton, the beat skeleton. I call it the beat skeleton. All right, what we played on the channel rack, this is where we can actually arrange the beat. Okay, if you are done making your beat, this is where you arrange from intro to verse to hook to chorus to outro. All right, so you can actually arrange the beat over here, and if you want to play the beat from this playlist, then you have to change it from part to what? Song. All right, this is the full song. Super simple. And over here, you have to familiarize yourself with some of the icons here. So this is just a draw. When you click here, you can actually do this and just be placing the notes. All right, super simple. And when you click on this mute, you can actually mute these individual patterns. You can hear this is muted. Let's bring this one back. All right, so if you want to slice any pattern, or if you want to slice anything, all you have to do is to click on the slice icon here, then you can actually cut them into pieces, chop anything that you want. Then you can actually select this one and right click, and it will delete it depending on whatever you want to do. So this is the playlist section. All right, super simple. Now guys, let's come to this section and I will bring back the channel rack. All right, so if you are making beats, you can actually on this metronome to help you time. All right, So you can drag it here to bring the browser. All you have to do is to bring your mouse cursor here and drag it back. All right, let's say we want to add something to the beat, percussions. All right, and when we on this metronome, it will help us time. So let's listen to the metronome. You can hear this is the metronome. All right, and we can change the sound of the metronome by right clicking and changing it to hi-hat or beep or cowbell. So the function of the metronome is to help you arrange the notes such a way that they will not be off timing. All right, so let's see if the metronome is on and we want to add this clap. So let's hear.